Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Honest Beard Reviews where we talk about all things beard. I'm Aaron Blanton.
I'm David Connor.
And today the oil that we're going to be talking to you guys about is Queen City Beard Company. Now I say oil, but actually they've got a great line of oils, balms, soaps, and I believe that they're coming out with a beard butter. But Queen City Beard Company, they're a local company here to Charlotte. Now we're local to Charlotte too, so we're a little bit biased on that front, but they were kind enough to send us out some of their product for us to review, and we're going to give you our honest opinion on this. So we're going to talk to you about a couple different things. We're going to start out with the carrier oils. David, tell us about some of the carrier oils that you see in these.
All right, so in their products, they have some of your normal carrier oils that you're going to see in a lot of other products, so like your jojoba oil, your grapeseed oils, and your castor oils. But really specifically those three, those are fantastic carrier oils. So it's got your jojoba oil, which is one of the most natural, closest oils to what your skin naturally produces. It's really good for moisturization. And then you've got your grapeseed oil, which is very good source of vitamin E. And then you have your castor oil, which it actually is a fungal fighter. and it also
like fungus.
and it does prevent hair loss. So three really good carrier oils, and I'm happy to see that in this product.
And the whole thing about hair loss prevention, a lot of people look at these things, and you see these things out in the market, these growth oils, right? Things that help to improve the growth rate of your beard or your hair or whatever you're putting it on. And the castor oil, which prevents hair loss, doesn't necessarily help you to grow new hair,
right,
but it does help to prevent that. So it's really nice. Now, some of the growth oils you're going to see, a lot of them you're going to see vitamin E oil in. So you're getting that with your grapeseed oil. So this is going to stimulate hair growth, no matter how you put it, because it's got that vitamin E in it. So, let's talk specifically about a couple of these scents. We have two scents here that they sent us. The one that I have here is the Havana Nights. And the Havana Nights, for me, aside from the carrier oils, has a great scent. It's got the tobacco in it, so it's got a real kind of manly smell. So you've got that tobacco, you've got the cloves, you've got the cinnamon. So, it's a really good smell. To me, it's not necessarily overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it definitely does give you a really good scent. It's one of those things I put it on and my wife's like, oh, that smells really good. So I like it a lot. So as far as the oil goes, and when you're talking about the balm in this particular scent, I find that the balm actually has a little bit stronger scent than the oil. And I don't know if it's because it's just more concentrated or what the deal is, but the balm itself actually has a lot stronger scent. And the balm's great because it helps you, not just moisturizing the beard, because it's got the shea butter and some of the same oils in it, but it also helps to form your beard. So if you've got a kind of a long beard, it helps to form it down so you can get the shape you're looking for, or the mustache.
Yeah. For mine, I went with the Vendetta Woods scent. That's got it's just your all-around seasonal type smells to it. It's got your cedars, your outdoorsy, woodsy smells. It's actually the website says it has bourbon in it, so I do get that a little bit through there. But the scent's it's not overpowering, which I like, and my wife really loves. She's very sensitive to smell, so she is this is wife approved, which is a big thing in my bucket. So, but for me, the scent is not what I expected. I expected more of the cedar to come through, but I'm very happy with it. Like I said, it wasn't what I was expecting, but the scent it has grown on me since I've been using it.
Nice.
And this one, it stays with me throughout the day. The scent does. I know eventually you would become immune to the smell. The more you use it and the longer you use it, you kind of get that numbness to it.
Yeah.
But overall, the scent is really nice.
Nice.
It's got that clean smell to it.
And that's one of the things that I've kind of realized, using the Havana Nights, is that I go and I put this stuff on in the morning. I get up, I wash my beard, I straighten it, and I put oil in it, or the balm, depending upon what I'm doing. And what I found is that with this particular one, the scent usually goes away after about 2 hours. Okay. So after about 2 hours, you still have the health benefits of the oil or the balm that you get, but the scent itself And I don't know if it's the particular essential oils that are used in this, but they tend to go away. So what I found is that I have to end up, to keep that scent in there, I have to reapply this, 2 or 3 times a day to be able to keep it smelling good. Which, can be good and can be bad, right? So, if you're going for the kind of wet look with your beard or your hair and you're putting that in there, then, you certainly get that because you put it in there a couple times a day. If you're like me, I don't really like a huge shine on my beard. So for me, I would prefer something that the scent doesn't go away, that I don't have to reapply 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So that's, that's kind of my take on it. We've talked a little bit about some of the skin health issues. Obviously David mentioned the jojoba oil being, the natural oil, the moisturizer. It's also an antioxidant and it's an antibacterial. So, those are great things. Help fight, beard fleas or, whatever you might get in there, right? So you definitely want to keep those things out. But let's talk about some of the beard benefits, right? So, some of the beard benefits that I see with this are, it's not, and I say this as a benefit, but it may be a benefit to you, it may not be to me, right? Is that you get that shine, right? It gives you a good shine, but it's not an overwhelming like you step out in the sun and your beard's gleaming, right? So that's one of the key benefits that I see with this particular oil. Now the balm is a little less. You don't get that same sheen with the balm as you do with the oil, but for me, that's kind of what I'm going for, right? I don't want a glowing beard.
Like an angel that just come down from heaven.
Right, absolutely. And we talked about how these things last. The scent for me, in the Havana Nights, last a decent amount of time. Not great. For you like the way that smells and the way that it kind of lingers. So that's that's kind of my take on it. Any final thoughts from you?
As far as the beard health goes, the benefits of it, it just, for me, this particular brand by Queen City Beard Company, it sticks with you through the entire day. Unless I'm outside doing yard work or sweating a lot, I don't have to refresh with this but one time.
Absolutely.
So it's very long lasting. It sticks with you. But like I said, depending on what kind of look you're going for, like Aaron said, depending on what kind of look you're going for, you may want more oil for that more shiny, more of that high gloss sheen to your beard. But for me particularly, I agree with A-Rod here. I like mine to be more subtle and not so
shiny,
greasy, shiny looking, But yeah, it's a great product.
And that's a key thing. And like we mentioned before, especially one of the oils that I love to, and I absolutely love to point out, is the jojoba oil, just because of the fact that it is that natural oil that your skin produces. It's the closest thing you're going to find to your skin's natural oil. And as your hair starts to grow and it pulls moisture from your face, and you're getting that oil pulled out into your hair, it helps to replenish those things so that your face doesn't dry out. Because nothing's worse than having an awesome beard, but you've got flakes and all kind of stuff underneath it because you're not taking care of the skin underneath. So Queen City, they definitely do a good job with those things for helping to moisturize that. Now, I always point this out, and I want to say this to everybody out there. These things are non-GMO. They're hypoallergenic, but always before you apply this to your beard, take a little test spot, put it on your skin, make sure that you don't have any kind of allergic reactions. We certainly don't want to see you out there rubbing this all over your face and then your face blow up and be all swollen, right? So definitely test it. It's always a good idea. And a lot of companies, you'll see, you can actually go on and you can order the little sample bottles so that you can say, hey, I just want to try this out, and see what it smells like or see how I react to it. Because with any scent, it doesn't matter whether you've got the Vendetta Woods or the Havana Nights or you've got the Johnny Black or any of the scents that Queen City carries. That scent is actually going to change whenever you mix it in with your natural skin's oils. So it may smell great on me, it may not smell great on David. Who knows, right? So until you try it out, make sure that you like it. Find something that you like and that matches your natural oil.
Absolutely.
So I'll tell you what, we always like to rate the products on a scale of 1 to 5. So I'm going to give my rating, and then I'll let David give his. For me, I'm going to give the Queen City, the Havana Nights specifically. I didn't get much of a chance to mess around with the Vendetta Woods, but the Havana Nights specifically, I would give that a 3 out of 5. And I say that, the big kicker for me is the fact of the scent that doesn't last it doesn't last very long. So I don't get a huge sense of, I can put this on in the morning and then, at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, my beard still smells great and fresh. I mean, I hope it doesn't stink, but it doesn't smell like it did when I first put the oil on, because it kind of wears away. So that's me. So Queen City Beard Company, I give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay. For me, I would say a 4 out of 5. Out of all the products I've used, this by far is my favorite so far. So great job, Queen City Beard Company. And another thing I like to point out is the oil. A way you can tell that it's all natural is just put it in your hand and look at the way it runs in the hand. A lot of the oils I've seen claim to be all natural, it has a wateriness to it.
Yep.
This does not. It is like you're putting literally like olive oil or something in the palm of your hand.
Yep.
Super thick, and it goes a long way. Very little goes a long way. So I give it a 4 out of 5 overall.
Now I'm gonna kind of flip that a little bit, right? And I'm gonna rate the balm, right? And so if I'm talking about the actual beard balm, it's a little bit different than the oil for me, because like I said, the scent in the balm is a whole lot stronger than what I get out of the oil. So the balm itself, I would probably rate that a 4 out of 5, because the scent is there, and you get that great scent. It does stay with me in the balm for some reason. I don't get it in the oil. But one thing that I do want to mention with this balm is that this is probably the smoothest and easiest to use balm that I've ever seen in my life. And I've tried a lot of products, but one of the things that I find with this is that typically whenever you open up a package of balm, you got to almost scrape it out with your fingernail to be able to get some into your hand to make it pliable. With this, you don't have to. It just literally comes right out of the container. It's fantastic. So for me, on the balm itself, 4 out of 5. So I certainly think, if I was going to do one or the other, I would probably order more of the balm as opposed to the oil.
I don't know. I'm wondering if they actually do put some of the actual oil in here. It's got, it's got grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, so it's got the carrier oils in it, but.
So obviously what they're doing, they're getting the mixture right between the shea butter and the beeswax, so that the wax part of it is not so incredibly hard.
Yeah.
You've got that shea butter to kind of balance it out and give it that real smooth feel. It's, hey, I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of companies that make beard butter that's not this smooth.
You got that.
So, for me, 4 out of 5 on the balm.
We're sitting here in my garage, and it's probably 43 degrees, 40-something degrees in here. So it's cold,
29.
and that's soft, and it's been in this room for probably a good hour and a half, and I just put that in my hand. You can see the sheen off the light there, maybe. I don't know. But I give it a 5. You suck. I give it a 5, and the reason I give it a 5 is simply because of the facts we just stated, and I can use it on my tattoos. So I've got a sleeve on my right side here, and I got some other sporadic tattoos, but I use it on my tattoos, and it works phenomenal. It brings the color back out in my tattoos, and it just makes it pop.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic. 2 thumbs up for me.
All right, fantastic. Well, hey, listen, Queen City Beard Company, go check them out. We're going to have a link to their website below, so you can go out there, grab all the materials that you need. Like I said, grab you a sample kit first, check it out, find the scent that works for you. Just reach out to them and have a conversation with them. They're a local company, locally owned, just a great group of guys also. So Queen City Beard Company, I can't say enough about these guys, phenomenal products. Go check them out.
Check them out. They're always running some specials, so
yeah,
hook them up.
Hey, honest beard reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.
All right, see you guys.